What is up, guys? Welcome back. So we are going over basically how to get ahead in life. So you guys know, if you've watched any of my other stuff, we got the Turo stuff going. Now I'm not sure how many of you guys are doing this full-time or trying to do this full-time. The only thing I can say is make sure you guys are always going out and trying to find different ways to diversify. Whether it be the Turo, and that's diversifying from your 9 to 5, or you're trying to go Turo full-time and you're trying to do something else 9 to 5. Basically do something where you have something else other than your main source of income. Now this is huge, and it's basically just, I don't know if you saw a pattern, just try and diversify, try and get more revenues, trying to get more avenues of income, so that way you're not just over broke working at a job. You know, because that's basically what ends up happening. You go to this job, you get at this nice 9 to 5, you do, you know, you went through school, you did everything you were supposed to, and you are essentially at this job and you're another number and you're never getting ahead. Hence why it stands for just over broke. Because you're not quite sure, you're not quite there, and you're piled up in credit card debt. I mean, there's enough people out there right now, and I can get the numbers for you, and I apologize for not having the numbers, but you could basically be doing those minimum payments on your credit cards and never pay them off because you're just doing the bare minimum, and the payment doesn't even cover the interest rate of these credit cards, and you're maxed out and just can't quite get out of it. Now this is why I say that you guys need to hustle and get out of that credit card debt, get out of, and I know this is gonna ruffle feathers, but one way or the other, get out of bad debt. If you need to be in debt, make sure it's good debt. For me personally, the cars with Turo, that's good debt. Real estate, good debt. This Jeep right here, that's bad debt. This thing ain't making me any money, right? That's what it's all about. The debt that's out there, the debt that you're in, that you want, that's good debt, is debt that's gonna be making you money. Your house, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it for you. Your house isn't making you money, bad debt. Your credit cards, bad debt. You know what I mean? Like, make sure you guys know exactly what I'm talking about here. And I know I'll get some flack for this because, like I said in previous videos, that my cars are assets. Yes, my cars are assets. They're making me money. And I've had people fight me tooth and nail saying, oh, those are liabilities, they're not assets. It's like, well, wrong, bud. Your car may be a liability because your car ain't making you money. This Jeep right here, not quite a liability, but it's a liability because it's got a payment. And this car's not out on the road paying for itself and making extra money. Now there's so many different ways to go about this, but biggest thing is, before you get too far into it, get out of that credit card debt. If you need to find a second job, a hustle, a grind, something to get you out of this. Yes, it's gonna suck for a little bit right off the bat. There's plenty of things that you don't wanna do, and getting out of debt is one of those things you wanna do, but you just can't quite get there. It gets a little overwhelming, I get it. It's just like losing weight. You didn't put all that extra weight on in a matter of 30 days. You're not gonna get rid of it in 30 days. Same thing with credit card debt. You didn't accumulate all this debt, this bad debt, in a matter of a couple days. I mean, you probably could. Let's face it. You got a couple, you know, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 credit cards, and yeah, you could peel that off real quick. But for the most part, these aren't from actions that happened just overnight. It was life choices that you were making that caused you to get in these positions. So what you need to do is get everything right up here. Get it right in your head, so that way you can get out of this debt. And just sit there, put the blinders on, just focus. Write it down, figure out where your money's going, where it's coming from, and allocate every single penny. Do this until you get out of debt. And if you want to run that completely 100% debt-free life, by all means, go for it. Do it. I would not blame you one bit. I will actually be super stoked and proud of you guys, and if you guys do pull this off, let me know. But I will be super proud of you guys if you're able to do this. Now I know some people go the other way where they say, hey, you can't really make money unless you're in debt. Just focus on the right now, find a goal, figure out what you want to do, and write it down and figure out what you need to do to get it. How you're gonna attain this goal. For me, this was all getting out of the personal debt, and yes, I did roll it over into company debt. So that way I'm a little bit less reliable for it, less responsible for it, but it still is debt, but my debt is making me money. So figure it out, put those blinders on, and just grind at it. Do whatever you have to. Pick up a second job. You know what I mean? Like go babysit, go do Uber Eats, go do Uber, Lyft, whatever you have, just do it. get out of that debt, get out of that rut, and change your mindset. And I promise you will get ahead. You will get to where you want to be. Those goals, just write them down and keep striving for them. Focus on them daily. The more you focus on them, the more it's going to shift your mind to change into how do I make this obtainable, and the quicker you're going to actually get there. But just remember, you do actually have to put in some work to it. You can't just be laying around in bed playing in video games saying, hey, I'm going to get out of debt. No, you got to go out there and hustle, go grind. But it is definitely possible. So hope this helped out a little bit. It's just kind of my little rant on how to get out of debt. Hopefully you're not in bad debt, but if you are, focus on how to get out of it. And I promise you, you will get there. Just stick with it. Keep grinding. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Later, y'all.